On today's topic, wild and shit that I guess I'll think about. I'm not gonna lie, this is so cool. Alright, so before we start today's topic of the day, I just want to say that I actually have two awesome co-hosts today. Right behind me is my little one, Miss Prissy. And the lovely lady right next to me would be Lenora. How you doing today, Lenora? But for today's topic, we are going to talk about streamers and, well, the downside of how they're becoming a lot of them that are known to be fun. At least some of them that are still fun, and the ones that we grew up with, such as Venos Gaming, I Am Wildcat, cartoons, hell, even Dashy, if y'all still remember Dashy. I love Dashy, he's amazing. But the idea of seeing how certain streamers now in this modern day are really going all over the place is so damn dumb. Like, I may be crazy, but I remember the times where streamers would actually sit down and like, we would all bypass the screaming. I wouldn't say all, that's a very broad way. But my view perspective, I would pass down, I would pass off the screaming. I would not really care about streamers screaming as much, but when they actually started screaming, it was like, okay, do something entertaining. Don't just sit there and scream at the camera like a fucking idiot. But I digress, because that's just what happens, so. But looking at this whole context of how these streamers really elevated themselves is so wild. Now we have streamers that are becoming tourists, and these tourists are just going out there like, what happened to streaming while gaming? Like, why is you gotta stream your life? Nobody should know your business. And if you are pursuing your business out there, technically you're just snitching on yourself. Like, I really believe that when it comes down to the mentality of streamers, at times the whole idea of think before you speak doesn't really hit. And I would understand that if you were playing like a horror game or a strategy game or one of those hard-ass Elden Ring games or Sekiro, those types of games where it just rages the fuck out of you. I was recently playing Berserk, Kazan, the first Berserker, and then also playing Sun Wukong. So playing those side by side was just absolutely barbaric for me. So I ended up taking a break and decided to play Doom. Not the new Dark Ages, not yet, I'm gonna get that. But I started playing Doom Eternals, and then after that I was up there playing Space Marine, Warhammer 40K, which is awesome as fuck. I recommend all these games to play. Really good for stress relieving. Or if you're trying to escape the world and you want to customize your own life, so do that. To look at the idea to think that I wanted to be a streamer so bad. And now I understand I still want to be a streamer, but I'm gonna just have to mellow out and really understand that the context that gets thrown out is really not meant for everybody. It's not saying it's a stay in your lane, but it's a looking at the idea of you can say what you want, but know that you have to fit your audience. Not necessarily saying that, hey, I'm gonna grab a snowball and for 100,000 subscribers or 100,000 likes and I'll get like 50 subscribers, I'll throw a snowball at some random window. If the window busts, that's a bonus because I just did that. Or that comment thing that's really been so damn dumb lately. I mean, I don't like it, but other people I feel like they might like it. But it's interacting with your community. For people who be live streaming, it's always the idea of saying, hey chat, what should I be doing this? Hey chat, let me know if I'm doing this right. I just want to make sure I'm looking good. Hey chat, I got a date. What's the first thing I say to a girl? Like, damn, we got all this fucking technology out in the world, AI included, and we're still gonna ask other people about a lifestyle, about what you're supposed to do with yourself. Maybe I'm the one who's crazy, and maybe I'm the one who's wrong on the things that I'm saying, but all I'm saying is that nobody should really have to express their lifestyle on social media like that. Like, yes, I get it. You're trying to entertain people. You're a content creator. You're a world person that makes views. I get it. I'm just saying that there's a time and place for things that you can do, and, well, you don't have to go over the limits and the things that you're trying to do. That's just how I see it. Like, come on, man. Am I boring you too? Am I not making you happy? Huh? You ain't gonna love me? Nah, I don't want your love no more. I was asking questions. Lenora loves me. You'll learn something from her. I guess it is saying something. Do better, or at least people who are doing better, be an influencer onto the people who can do better. I'm just saying the idea of streaming now is just really out of context. Nobody really does it for fun anymore. Now people are just doing it because somebody will tell them to do it, or people will get a shout out to do it. It's like if I put my Cash App right here, I'll just be like, hey, I'll call out the I'll do a shout out to people who send me money. And even it doesn't matter how much it is. Versus saying like, hey, I'll have my Snapchat, right? I'll have my Snapchat with my whole logo of my Cash App, right? And I'll just tell people in a picture or a video telling them, hey, send this to me. Like, hey, if you with it, you send this to me. it's a whole different side, but the message is clear that, hey, people have their goals and people have their viewpoints, but nobody has to sit there and listen to you. Nobody has to sit there and watch you stream all your goddamn life. They just want to see if you're gonna do something. If you can't do nothing, nobody's gonna continue watching you. Nobody has to sit there and listen to you. Nobody has to sit there and watch you stream all your goddamn life. They just want to see if you're gonna do something. If you can't do nothing, nobody's gonna continue watching you. Or when people do watch you, they hope that you do something different. If you're doing the same shit, they just want to see how far you can pull it off with humiliating yourself. I was just saying, if anybody who wants to be a streamer, even I'm learning, you just got to be cautious with what you're doing. I still want to be a streamer. I want to play a bunch of horror games and then give off a reaction, but also showing that, like, hey, I can beat a horror game. Maybe I might have a feature title about that, where I can just beat any horror game without having to flinch or scream. I may cry, but that's just what a man does, what a man gotta do. Maybe I'll play a few games that give a few jump scares, but if I jump on that, you know, I'll count it, still progress though. I'm just saying, it's not bad to do what you want and to get a viewpoint being an influencer, but if you're gonna be a content creator, I understand that you technically are taking a big role in, you know, guiding people in the things that you're doing. That goes for all DIY people. You know, when people do DIY creations, or you have those content creators that'll help you edit your videos or help you edit your pictures or shit like that, you know, or AI at this point, where people will introduce you to the AI functions and how you can use them to your own advantage, and somehow you can use them for free. So maybe the next influencers might be hackers because they're sick of people just doing dumb things and getting away with it without having to do it properly. Maybe it might be human versus the system. Human versus machine are operating together, so pretty much it's just people versus the system. The community and the focused and the brave. I don't know, I'm just throwing words out here because at some point something's gonna stick. All I'm saying is that there's not really focus anymore on the underrated people that are getting their glow up, took their time and their ability. You don't see them as much. And I think that should be, I think they should be out here as much. They should be out here being influencers, even though they try to be and they show that they're good people. But just saying, you know, shit, somebody got to call upon these damn streamers. Some of them are really terrible. And the ones that are terrible are getting glowed up for it. It's very bad. But I mean, hey, the community still has their own parts. You know, people who watch YouTube still have their opinions, and goddamn, they might as well just go out with comments and liking. Not everybody has to like, but the ones that do comment, hey, I think that's what the ones that gets the most popularity is when people comment and then they have to, you know, share the video to other people. I'm starting to realize what people really say when they say like, subscribe, and share and shit like that, but I just can't do it. I mean, if you watch it, you watch it. We all been those ghost viewers. We all seen those videos but never subscribe or like. We just see it for educational purposes. And I get it, you know, for things that you like, it's usually ended up on your list of videos that you don't want to watch. I'm the same way. I have like a selected video of the things that I put into my categories. I have my music, I have the things that are important, and then I have the bullshit that I just want to watch that is background. I like background music. I like background noise. Okay, hell, I could be a background video right now. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do it. We out here. I wonder if this is ever gonna be sharpened, because you could just tell how dull this is. But I mean, hey, I'm gonna use this to cut up a watermelon. That's not racist. Unfortunately, that is all the time that I have because, well, I am hungry now that I just thought about food, and I'm gonna go eat. And well, I'm gonna take this one out for a walk because she gets that good sleep every time we hear. You see that good sleep? You see this good sleep? Wake your ass up. Yeah, I woke you up. I did that. But remember, everybody stay amazing. You have meaning, you have value. And yes, absolutely enjoy yourself. It's summer, baby. Everybody's gonna be fun. But again, be cautious when you do it. Peace out.